I don't know the words. We're going to talk to Davy Jones in just a couple minutes, or supposedly we are. I mean, it's set up that way. Now, if it happens, actually comes through, we'll find out. He was on the Rosie O'Donnell show yesterday, and we'll play that song. Let's go up to the airplane now. Marv, did you
Every
miss that?
afternoon, it was on, I believe it was on like 4:30 in the afternoon.
Well, you know, originally the TV shows aired on a Monday on NBC at 7:30 in the evening on a Monday. I believe it debuted September 12th, 1969.
Marv and I grew up in the rerun stage.
Yes, we did.
Right.
And it used to air around here either on Channel 48 out of Philadelphia, which is now defunct.
Yeah, remember that channel?
Yeah,
huh?
or Channel 29, I think.
Or yeah.
I remember when they were on Ed Sullivan.
Who? Oh my God, you are old. Ed who? Ladies and gentlemen, from the Monkees, here he comes, Davy Jones.
Jones is the name. Davy Jones.
Yeah, hey.
How you doing?
Did you hear that? How about that, huh?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, I played that for you. Yeah,
Oh, my goodness gracious.
from yesterday's show.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, with Rosie there. I saw you there, huh?
Yeah, she's fun.
Yeah.
She's going to be in our movie.
Oh, cool.
We're enrolling all these celebrities.
Well, I didn't know you were doing a movie. I knew you had another album coming out, but you're doing a movie?
Yeah, we've just been talking to some studios and, and hey, I don't know, when the going gets going, everybody gets going, so maybe it'll happen this time.
Is this some sort of a resurgence, or have you tried to resurge before and it didn't work?
No, we talked about it, but, it's a case of coordinating all these schedules, and once again, we're on the road, Mickey, Peter, and myself, and Mike's in the studio mixing the album, so he's promised that when it's finished, he's going to come out with us this time, and we're going to do sort of like a limited amount of dates with just the four of us, and we'll see what happens this time, but... we all have other things coming into our lives, but obviously Mickey, Peter, and myself, we've got this tour to do, and we've been having a great old time.
So now that's the official reason why Mike Nesmith is not coming to Hershey tomorrow night, because he's in the studio. Where's he, in L.A., putting together an album?
Actually, he's doing that now, but the official reason was he said, he just doesn't like to tour, get over it. But after going into the studio this last... a couple of months back, obviously, we hadn't been in the studio for 30 years together, and we wrote all the tunes for the album, we played on it, every track, we didn't have any other musicians there. I did the percussion, Mike did the guitar, Peter did bass and piano, Mickey played the drums, and, it's just a case of, it's Justice, and that's the name of the album, Just Us, Justus, Just Us, Justice, and we just didn't have the time in those days to do it, and now we've had the time. We're not filming a TV show, and so it's come at the right time to do the album, and now we finished the album. Hopefully the next thing will be a soundtrack to a movie and a European tour, as well as obviously we want to be getting up to Japan and South America, the places the show went to.
How many dates on the tour?
We got about 60 dates so far, and we just got some more dates coming. We're going to do October 2nd through the 6th. We're doing Mexico City, and then we've just signed a deal to go to England February 10th for a month, where we're going to play 26 theaters in 30 days. We're going to play all the provinces, all the areas, That was the Monkees image, I mean, it was sort of very sort of accessible, as the song said, we may be coming to your town, and we can play stadiums. We have, in fact, we're going to open the tour in England, the Albert Hall, which is a very prestigious sort of a place, but then we're going to go into the provinces. We're going to go into the small 2,000-seat, 2,800-seat theaters, and basically do what we do best, which is theater. When you come, hopefully you guys will come to the show at Hershey and see that we have a good old time. We have a bit of fun, and it's basically it's the Monkees without the script, the stage. That we do is not like obviously the TV show had a lot of script or a bit of script. We never followed it anyway, so it didn't matter.
Davey, this is an easy interview to do. You just don't stop, man.
Well,
you just go,
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Are you there, Janice?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Yeah. We came overnight last night from Buffalo, New York,
Right.
which is about a 10-hour drive.
Right.
We have our big tour buses and everything, and I'm really hyper right now because I've been to sleep for 5 hours.
Okay, coffee.
And I just got up to, no, I'm not, I don't drink coffee, but I just got up to talk to you guys, which is my pleasure, and also go down for the sound check, have a bit of dinner, and then do the show, and then I will be jumping on my bus and heading towards God's country, which is Pennsylvania.
Well,
And I'll be heading to my house in Beavertown, Pennsylvania, where I'll be picking up 3 of my 4 children, and they'll be spending the next 6 weeks on the road with me. So I'm pretty hyper, yeah. I'm pretty excited about getting back to my house in Pennsylvania and getting back to my children. I haven't seen them in about 3 months since the recording and the tour started. So, yeah, I'm pretty up. I'm pretty up kind of guy.
Hey, Davy.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking to a couple people that actually grew up with you, which must be kind of exciting for you since, you know, the younger generation. But I have a question. How did you ever get into this in the beginning?
Well, you know, I was on Broadway. I was doing theater. I was the Artful Dodger back in 1962 on Broadway. And Columbia Pictures signed me up to a long-term contract. And then 3 years later, the Monkees came along. You know, I did all those shows like The Farmer's Daughter and Bewitched and all those sort of sitcoms that Screen Gems had. And then the Monkees came along and they wrote the Monkees and put it together and they put me in it as a contract player. So basically, so I worked in Hollywood and I worked in L.A., lived out of L.A. for many, many years. But then again, come 86 or so, I was doing a Monkey tour and I came through Pennsylvania, see an old friend, and there I was, Schneider County, and I've been there ever since.
Now, do you have new music on this album that's coming out?
Brand new. Every song is written by the 4 of us. We've written all the music. We've played every instrument. There's no other musicians. We produced it ourselves. It's something that we could do. It's just that we haven't had the time, and now we've got the time and we've done it. So.
Well, now, what's the style? Is it like the Monkey style, or is it something new, brand new?
Well, you've always got the Monkees. It's sort of like, you know, when we do our show, live show, we do 2-hour show. We do an hour, we have a 20-minute break, we come back, do another hour. We've got loads of hits. The Monkees have, you know, loads of songs, Clarksville, Believer, you know, Davy, Believer, Bowery. We can play, you know, 2 hours of hits, really. But we keep our show to about 95% Monkees, and then we do a couple of little spots. Each of us does a spot where we incorporate some of our material or whatever we want to do. I normally do 1 of my own tunes or 2 of my own tunes and sing maybe that song that I sang on the Brady Bunch movie, Girl. And we basically try to keep it Monkees when we do the show. The new album is typically Monkees. You know, it could be Hootie and the Blowfish. It could be any current top 40 pop group that are happening today. And it's all very, you know, bubblegum, everything that's happening on top 40 radio today. It's just that they call it something different, and everybody wants to imagine that they're more sophisticated. But, you know, we're no different than the Stones, the Beatles, all very garage band sounding, very raw, very in-your-face, live sounding.
All right,
music.
I gave him opportunity, but he's just going to go on and on and on, isn't he? He just can't stop here. Listen to him. He's really into his career here.
From the 60s.
Okay.
In regards to having
30 years since the last interview. No wonder.
It's just so.
Everybody else has had to change of personnel.
He's just not stopping here.
Our friend John Lennon's not here anymore, but, you know, and they're not planning on touring. So I think it's about the only band you can see. Every other band has got some other member changed or
Just
some other
going into some history here.
Hey, you're going to see the real things pretty soon.
Okay. So, Dave, do you like Davy or do you like Dave? Which
Well, it's funny, you know, my dad used to call me when he was proud of me and telling everyone how great I was. It was Dave, you know.
goes into
My
this?
mother used to call me when I didn't come in from school or wherever it was.
This is the easiest interview I've ever done.
Davy came through the Monkees. I was never called Davy. There's not many people call me Davy. Obviously, the fans. A few of them call me Davy. We've got fans ranging now from 8 years old to, you know.
Davy, now, Davy, what are you doing? Are you drinking coffee? Are you...
No, man, I'm lying in bed here waiting to get dressed and then go off and do my sound check.
You got some upper there, man. I want what you're doing. I mean, that is
drugs,
well, whatever you're. I mean, maybe sex or I don't know what.
Be in love.
You could be
in love.
Yeah. Now, is your wife up in Beavertown?
My wife, yeah, she's there right now, but I'm going through my second divorce right now. My kid, she's with great friends. She's there now. She's going to come to join Hershey Park. But I got 4 daughters. Wow. I got a 28-year-old, a 25-year-old, a 15-year-old, and an 8-year-old.
Are they all little like you?
My 28-year-old, I think she's about 5'7", 5'8".
You have a 28-year-old daughter?
Of course I do.
Why?
I'm a little older than most of this.
You're not old enough for a 28-year-old daughter, Dave.
Yeah, I am. I'm 50 years old now, and I'm the youngest member of the Monkees.
You're 50 years old?
Come on.
No.
I'm sorry, but there's still a fire burning in the grate, you know.
Well, wait a second. You haven't changed.
Yeah, I saw you at the airport a couple of weeks ago, and I want to tell you, you don't look a bit over...
No, don't say it, please, Janice. No,
I'm telling you,
Leave
man.
it at that. Just come to Hershey Park and see the show, and then you'll see.
Nuh-uh, man.
Hey, you know, I've been riding too. I was
watching.
I took my jockey's license out again this year, and I went back to England February the 1st, and went to the racetrack, and I rode my first winner. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Well, isn't that ironic?
I keep myself active from, riding.
So you do go,
and I like to get involved in.
Yeah, you go back to England, huh?
All kinds of, yeah.
Is that where the family is?
Yeah, I'm going to ride in the American Amateur Championships. They'll be at Penn National, maybe at the Harrisburg track there.
Wow.
Maryland and some in Ohio and Indiana. So
what made?
I'm keeping myself going.
What made you live in Beavertown, Pennsylvania, and why haven't you ever called us before? I'm sure you know of our show, don't you?
Well, I listen to the music. I always listen to local radio, and I'm a very staunch believer in be safe, buy local.
Yeah.
I live in Pennsylvania because I saw the house when I was visiting a friend, 10 years ago, 9 years ago, and it's a good thing for me. I'm sort of a local kind of person. I don't live high on the hog. I've got a lovely old...
You didn't answer my question.
...horse and a carriage.
He's telling you because there ain't any big high hogs up there.
Bought from somebody that's had it, first owner in the village there. There's 800 people live in Beavertown, and we all know each other, and we all join together and for the different activities that happen. And I'm just part of the community, but I just happen to travel to do my work.
We're talking to Davy Jones of the Monkees. Davy, seriously, have you ever heard of the Bruce Bond Late Afternoon Show? Have you ever listened to it?
I have listened to. I listen to the radio. I don't listen long enough. I listen to the music. I'm sorry to say that music, as they say, mingles souls, and music is most of my life. I never have not in my house is the radio playing. Even at night when I go to bed, it's on in the kitchen or it's on in one of the rooms. I go from country radio to all kinds of pop, top 40, but I've listened a couple of times.
What was it like being a big celebrity back in the 60s and the 70s?
Well, I was 20 years old, it was the same to me as a school play. Now, obviously, being older, you start to think about what you're doing a little bit more, which is not always a good thing. It hasn't changed for us, and I think you'll see when you come to Hershey Park what happens to us when we're on stage. And I think once you become famous and people find you a little bit more attractive, you've become more intelligent, all those things that you're not really, but you are because they want you to be. And so, I'm an actor. I'm an actor that goes out there and pretends he's a rock and roll singer.
Davey, okay, here we go. I'm going to go around the room. We have Janice, we have Scott is here, Stretch is here, and John Paul Schaefer. I want you to give just like a 1 or 2 word answer, okay? To their question. Janice, you go first. What's your question?
Yes, I am single, Janice.
Okay, Davey, that was my question. No.
Okay, Scott, next.
No, wait, that was not my question.
Quick. Okay, this is an easy question.
Janice,
are you going to do anything from Pull It? I love that album.
Yeah, we do every step of the way. We just put it in last night, actually.
Okay, that's too long. Okay.
And Heart and Soul.
Okay, John Paul.
I dig that.
All right, John Paul Schaefer, your question for Davy Jones.
Is your oldest daughter single?
My oldest daughter is single. My 25-year-old's an actress, too. She's a beauty. They're both beauties.
I'll bet.
Okay,
it's my 15-year-old I've got to look out for now.
Stretch, your question.
Is your youngest daughter single?
I hope so.
Stretch.
She told me when she's coming on this tour, she said, Daddy, as soon as I get on this tour, I'm getting a boyfriend.
Pick me.
She's 8 years old.
I have a couple controversial things to bring up here. Not singing your songs. There was rumor that you were not singing the songs because of, the history of, from the TV show and everything like that. What's up with that?
No, that's like 30 years old. It's obsolete, that is. It's like it's something that never happened. Of course, we sang our own songs, and of course, we played on a lot of tracks. And when you hear this album, which is only played by us, only written by us, and produced by us, then you'll know that was a load of baloney,
Yeah, because, just you...
Supernatural, yes.
Just
baloney, no.
Just you and Peter Tork and Mickey Dolenz did a great job yesterday on the Rosie Show with that song.
Yeah, well, you see Mickey's playing guitar on stage. They all play. We play. I play. I'll be playing in the show. I'll be playing a guitar in the show. You can't do everything all the time, We were hired to take the parts of rock and roll singers in a TV show about a rock and roll band.
Davey.
Just happened that we all could do it.
Davey, I heard rumors back in the 60s with the Brady Bunch that you did...
How long is the statute of limitations anyway?
You did Marsha Brady. Did you ever do Marsha Brady?
No, I didn't. Only in my dreams.
Did you want to?
No.
Well,
did I want to? When I look back, maybe I'd wanted to. I just didn't have. I didn't have the thought.
How about Florence Henderson?
Florence Henderson, she would be nice. I've known Florence for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
And if I'd have known she was available, maybe I would have stuck it in her.
Davy Jones, Peter Tork.
Stuck it.
Sorry.
Davy
Did I
Jones.
say that?
It's all right.
Oh, God. Sorry.
Davy Jones, Peter Tork, Mickey Dolenz. The Monkees will be at the Hershey Park. The stadium, is it the stadium or is it that little arena there?
It's a stadium where it's a good, clean, nice family show, unlike this program. And it's absolutely super. We sing all the Monkees hits. Bring the kids, bring the grandma. You can bring the little ones too. It's a fabulous show. We have a great time. Just come and have a good time, okay?
Hey, Davey, where's the big monkey car?
The monkey car is probably going around all those shows making all that money all the time. We don't have anything to do with that, you know. We're all working on fresh money now, so
Hey,
you know, that's where it's at.
Hey, Dave, if you're gonna ride a Penn National, will you let us know?
I sure will.
And
Okay.
listen, why don't you call us occasionally? Because we'd love to have like an ongoing relationship with you since you live just a couple miles away.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, all you got to do is call me, okay?
And support the support your local artists and friends and
No problem. All you got to do is ask. I'm down there. I can't go. I don't want to go running around sort of like saying, hey.
Well, I
If you
understand.
call me, you want to talk to me, I'll talk to you any time of the day.
Oh, can we get your phone number?
yeah.
Sure you can. You want it now?
Well,
Yes.
yeah. Well, just hold on a second. We'll put you on
Okay.
hold and just give it to our
Okay.
producer. But listen, Davey, it was great talking to you.
Great to talk to you.
We've grown up with you, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Lovely.
Okay, Dave,
Thank
hold on,
you.
hold on a
Okay.
second. Hold on.
Nice. Good luck.
Okay. I'm exhausted.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I got tickets for tomorrow night's show. How about 2 pair of tickets right now for the Monkees, an all-weather show down at the Hershey Stadium, 7:30 showtime. The Monkees, call us now, 234-9465. 2 pair of tickets for the Monkees tomorrow. How about that, Marv, huh?
Yes.
Wow, I'm exhausted.
that was quite impressive.
Well, you thought I was goofy asking that Pula question. Well, a lot of people don't know about that. I mean, it come out in like 1987, that album.
Bruce,
Okay,
I think we should go. I think that'd be fun.
Let's do it.
You should go.
Yeah, let's go, Bruce.
I saw him 10 years ago. It was great.
Okay, here we go.
He's our money now.